The state of Arizona is now asking federal investigators to look into the group behind the conspiracy theory film 2000 Mules, the Dinesh D'Souza True the Vote film. So now this comes after Republican candidates for several top statewide offices have voiced support for these election conspiracies. The allegations made in that movie about the mules and the drop boxes and all the stuff. So now Republicans like Carrie Lake, Mark Fincham, and Abe Hamada, the Republican candidate for state attorney general. Now, those people, again, are making wacky, allegations about this. As a result, Arizona, at least the current state attorney general's office, is asking the FBI and IRS for an investigation of the group behind that movie. That is True the Vote. Now, that group, a little history, they claim to care about election integrity. Of course, in reality, they're about trying to disenfranchise non-Republican voters by getting the government to pass voter suppression laws. They also do voter intimidation by trying to act as poll workers in minority areas. And of course, while they've always been into conspiracies like voter fraud, again, I've been hearing about that for so long. Since 2020, their rhetoric has amped up. And they have claimed that they have proof that the entire presidential election was rigged against Trump. And somehow, they gave the election to Joe Biden. Now, they also claim to have lots and lots of proof. But when it comes time to, present the proof, they don't want to do it. They don't want to give it. Oh, you want the proof? We left it in our other car. Look, my dog ate it, but I will get you a new copy of the proof. Okay, I just got to go home and I got to print it. Okay, no, they don't have the proof. Now, this group is no exception, by the way. Arizona's Attorney General claims the group has repeatedly rebuffed all of the requests to share the documentary's alleged evidence, and at the same time has raised considerable amounts of money based on the claims of having that evidence. It's a lot like Mike Pillow. Mike Pillow, I've got evidence. I've got so much evidence, but you can't see it. And forget about the evidence. Well, then why do you make a big point about the evidence if you actually don't want to present it? And again, this also goes back to all the numerous challenges right after the 2020 election by Trump's legal team, who would not present any evidence. In fact, they didn't even make the claims in official court filings that there was voter fraud. Because when you're in front of a judge, when you're arguing in court, you can't present things that you have zero evidence of. So, now, that said, let me get to the a quote here. This is Reginald Grigsby, Chief Special Agent of the office's Special Investigations Section. This is, again, part of the Arizona Office of the Attorney General. Quote, given True the Vote status as a nonprofit organization, it would appear that further review of its financials may be warranted. Central to the film are claims that mobile phone data obtained by the group shows a coordinated effort by hundreds of people around the country deemed mules to stuff election drop boxes with fraudulent ballots for candidate Joe Biden in 2020. Now, that cell phone data proves nothing. Just by itself, it shows that people were walking near election drop boxes. Well, that doesn't prove anything. Drop boxes that are put in some very accessible, very public areas, I don't know what that's supposed to prove. That's not supposed to prove anything. Now, they say, we've got the data. Well, where is it? Where is the data? Well, according to the AG's office, the group has refused to release any of their data to law enforcement, even after promising to do so. Again, they don't have it. They do not have it at all. Grigsby's letter also accuses True the Vote founder Catherine Engelbrecht and its contractor Greg Phillips of providing misleading information to his office and other law enforcement groups. He also mentions some of the other insane claims that they're being made, like for example, They claimed that they helped solve a murder. Well, yeah, we just solved a murder with our, with our cell phone data. No, you didn't. They also, by the way, claimed, let's see. They claimed that they broke a ballot harvesting case in San Luis, Arizona. So now that actually did happen, and I'm going to get to the details of that. But they didn't break that case. No, that was a case that was already ongoing. So we'll get into that. That said, the most important allegation here against True the Vote is the fact that they are, or the allegation, the possibility that they're just been using this voter fraud argument to raise money. Arizona is saying, we think you might be grifting. No, grifting? No. No, it's, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm not worth your McDonald's money.
Okay, but anyway, so now in the letter states from the attorneys general, the information points to potential violations of tax code given True the Vote's 501c3 nonprofit status. So, in summary, they say they have evidence, they don't have it. They say they're planning to give it over. They can't give over anything that you don't have. And even back in May, said that they had handed over some evidence, a disc, which they actually didn't. As the Republic reported last month, records obtained from, this is the Arizona Republic, from the Attorney General's office show that officials tried repeatedly to obtain the alleged findings, the disc, but True the Vote never followed through. Oh, it must have got lost in the mail, right? Oh, that's it. It got you know what? It got intercepted by the deep state. That's what it is. That's what happens.
We're under attack. It is an alien force, not of this world.
I don't know. They're going to come up with some conspiracy because guess what? They are a conspiracy group. That's what they do. They just come up with insane things and they pass it off as truth. And unfortunately, there are so many people out there that just believe it. Now, Grigsby also said that Phillips' claim that he turned over the findings was patently false. True the Vote representatives subsequently told the Attorney General's office that it turned over its findings to the Phoenix FBI office, and that since the FBI now considered the conservative activists informants, they didn't think that they could give the state the same information. That wasn't true either, according to Grigsby. Oh, so we're FBI informants now, so we can't share you the information. And the FBI says, no, that's not true at all. That's ridiculous. In fact, Phoenix FBI officials told state investigators that the representatives were not informants and that they had only turned over an audio and video recording of someone alleging ballot harvesting in San Luis. So now the group also told another unnamed law enforcement agency that had turned over its findings to the state attorney general's office. Again, lie after lie after lie. So let me give you the one thing here that is actually true. And that's in San Luis, actually, there was a case of ballot harvesting. So let me give you the details on that. So now the small town's former mayor was sentenced to 30 days in jail for collecting 4 ballots that were not hers and depositing them in a box. 4 ballots, four votes. Everybody, oh, that's going to make the real difference. Oh, look at that massive voter fraud. It's got 4 votes. Ridiculous. By the way, up until 2016, ballot harvesting was legal. It was made illegal by insane right-wingers in that state. And again, this is the only state prosecution involving ballot harvesting that they have seen. Was this really that big of a problem? No, it wasn't. Now, that person who got 30 days in jail was a 66-year-old grandma who helped her community. Now, she also, again, was a former mayor. Okay, she's a Democrat, though. Oh, yeah, Democrat. Now, character witnesses of hers, said that she had spent her life helping others while raising her children, caring for her aging mother, and building a business. They also said that sentencing her to prison because, again, the Republicans were calling for a year in prison for her for turning in 4 ballots. Character witnesses said that sending her to prison would hurt the community and serve absolutely no purpose. Well, the purpose for right-wingers for calling for that is cruelty. They want to be unusually cruel and take away somebody's freedom and liberty. This is the Freedom and Liberty Party. They want to send her to prison for dropping off 4 lawfully voted, signature-verified ballots to a drop box. They accused her of some sort of conspiracy using her power and influence to try to, swing an election. No, she turned in 4 ballots. That's it. This is insane. Look, voter fraud, not a real issue. Ballot harvesting, again, not a real issue. No, the real fraud here, the real fraud is the fact that you have this group out there that can terrorize their fellow Americans so that they can't vote. No, it's not about, and it's never been about, securing elections. Never. It's always about one side attempting to maintain or gain power. In this case, it's the right wing.